Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let's thanks to our God Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, the Lord of the world, who has been giving us mercies and blessings so you can watch this video from your home without any troubles or any obstacles. Secondly,
Secondly, salawat and salam are always we given to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has brought us from the darkness of shirk to the brightness of tawhid, like today. So, hello everyone, welcome to IDN Weekend English Talk, and I am Faishal Nugroho as the first host of this webinar.
and hello everyone, my name is Faiz Alkhairy as the second host. Okay, everyone, so that we have introduced ourselves, so let's get into the main agenda, that is weekend English talk. So today we have a very special guest, that is a psychology specialist, yeah, the name, and he is and yeah, and he's Mr. Aldhany. Yeah. So for Mr. Aldhany, time is yours.
Hello guys, thank you for having me today again. I'm here with Duo Faiz ya. Assalamualaikum guys.
Yes.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
So I'm just gonna present right now, right? I
Yes.
will share my screen. So today I welcome everyone to watch this presentation of mine. We're going to explore the exciting, sometimes confusing, and definitely important world of social media. We're calling it the digital jungle because just like a real jungle, it's full of amazing opportunities, but also some hidden dangers. So, the title today is Navigating the Digital Jungle, Taming Your Social Media Presence. It's all about learning how to make the most of social media while staying safe and ethical. For the next half hour, we'll talk about why social media is so appealing, the potential pitfalls of it, and most importantly, how you can develop a positive and responsible online presence. So, I believe all of you already know some of the social medias list appeared down there: Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and such. So, think about your own lives. How much time do you spend on social media every day? Probably quite a bit, right?
Yes.
So, this is a histogram of it. The number of individuals using the internet improving years by years. If I can zoom it a bit, then we see the years goes on from 1990s to the recent 2024. Currently, there are 67% of people of the world or population is already on the internet. It's a lot of number because internet it's however is a huge part of our of how we connect with friends, learn about the world, and how we express ourselves. But just like any powerful tool, social media can be used for either good or bad. That's why understanding ethical behavior online is so crucial. In this presentation, we're going to explore what it means to be a responsible digital citizen and how to tame your social media presence so it reflects the best version of yourself. So, why are we all so drawn to social media? What's the big deal? Well, it's not hard to see why it's become such a dominant force in our lives. Social media offers us a whole range of things that are incredibly appealing to teenagers and really to people of all ages. It taps into some fundamental human desires. First and foremost, it's about connection. Think about it. How do you stay in touch with your friends who moved away? How do you connect with family members who live far across the country or even in another part of the world? Social media makes it easy to bridge those distances. It allows us to maintain relationships, share experiences, and feel like we're still a part of each other's life, even when we're physically apart. It's like having a virtual coffee shop where you can catch up with your friends anytime, anywhere. Beyond just staying in touch, social media allows us to expand our social circles. You can connect with people who share the same interests as yours, even if they live abroad in a different city or a different country. Maybe you're passionate about a particular video game, a certain type of music, or a specific cause. Social media allows you to find communities of like minded individuals where you can connect, share your passion, and learn from others. It opens up a world of possibilities for meeting new people and forming new friendships. But it's not just about socializing. Social media is also a powerful tool for learning and discovery. Think about all the information that's available at your fingertips. You can follow experts in any field you can imagine, from science to information and technology to art, physical art, music, and maybe history of other countries. You can find tutorials on how to do just about anything, from coding a website to how to play a guitar. You can find chords there, music learning, some new tunes. You can learn new languages, explore different cultures, and stay up to date on current events. Social media can be an incredible resource for expanding your knowledge and understanding of the world. And let's not forget about the power of creative expression. Social media gives you a platform to share your talents and express yourself in variety of ways. Maybe you're a budding photographer. You can share your photos on Instagram and connect with other photographers, or maybe you're a writer. You can share your stories or poems on your blog or through the social media posts, or maybe you're a musician. You can share your music on SoundCloud or maybe YouTube. Think about social media empowers you to showcase your creativity and connect with audience. So as you can see, the allure of social media is multifaceted. It offers us connection, learning, creative expression. It's a powerful tool that can enrich our lives in many ways. But as we'll discuss, with great power comes great responsibility. Some of you may have heard this from Spider-Man. Uh, so we need to be mindful of how we use social media and make sure we're using it in a positive and ethical way. So we've talked about allure of social media, all the amazing ways it connects us and empowers us. But like any jungle, the digital world has its hidden dangers as well. Here are the some of the risks and dangers that I've mentioned here in this slide. There are cyberbullying, because it's not all sunshine and rainbows. We need to be aware of the potential pitfalls so we can navigate this space safely and responsibly. Ignoring these dangers won't make them go away. Understanding them is the first step to protecting ourselves and others. Let's start with one of the most serious threats: cyberbullying. It's not just kids being mean to each other online, it can be relentless harassment, spreading rumors, sharing embarrassing photos or videos, or even making threats. And because it's online, it can follow you everywhere, 24 hour per 7, 24 per 7. It can be incredibly damaging to a person's self-esteem. Self-esteem is means self-confidence in way more broad level, and then have some impact on mental health, and even sometimes endanger someone's physical safety. Think about the impact. Words can hurt even when they're typed on a screen. The famous idioms: "Your mouth, your mouth is your tiger." Some of you might know this. And sometimes the anonymity of the internet can embolden people to say things they'd never say in person. Cyberbullying is never okay, and it's something we all need to be vigilant about. Other next, we have to talk about the privacy. In the digital age, we're constantly sharing information about ourselves. We post where we are, what we're doing, and who we're with. But all of this information can be a goldmine for people with malicious intent. Identity theft, stalking, even physical harm can result from oversharing. Think about the photos you post. Do they reveal your location? Do they show your house number? Think about the information you share in your profile. Is it something you'd be comfortable sharing with a complete stranger? Protecting your privacy is not about being paranoid, it's about being smart. It's about understanding that what you post online can have real world consequences. And the third one is about reputational damage. You might see that it's easy to rate someone or to spread stories about someone, and someone who didn't really do that. We call that, here is sometimes of fitnah, or just blame, make them seem to do something that they never did before. It's such an easy thing to do in the internet, on the internet. And the fourth one is misinformation. So another major challenge in the digital jungle is the spread of misinformation and fake news. It's so easy for false information to go viral online, and it can be difficult to distinguish between what's real and what's not. For example, the news from WhatsApp group, broadcast from another group to another, and I believe most of them are fake news, and all of them are already consumed by the older generations of our nation. They just take it, they just buy it, buy the information. So it's really a challenging situation right now. We're bombarded with news, stories, memes, and social media posts, and not all of them are accurate. Sharing fake news, even unintentionally, can have serious repercussions. It can damage reputation, spread fear and panic, and even influence elections. We have a responsibility to be discerning consumers of information and to verify the facts before we share anything. Don't just blindly repost something because it confirms your biases. Take the time to check reputable sources and make sure the information is accurate by looking through the browsers, the valid news company. In here we have Kompas, Metro, TV1, and such. So finally, let's talk about the addictive nature of social media and its impact on mental health. It's easy to get sucked into endless scrolling, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram Reels, comparing ourselves to others, and feeling pressure to present a perfect online persona. This can lead to feelings of anxiety, depression, and low self esteem. It's important to remember that social media often presents a distorted view of reality. So it's quite different from what's real and what is shown on the Instagram, on YouTube. It's a distorted reality. People tend to highlight only the positive aspects of their lives, and it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing your own life to these curated versions. It's crucial to maintain a healthy balance between your online and offline life and to prioritize your mental and emotional well being. So, these are some of the key dangers we need to be aware as we navigate the digital jungle. It's not about being afraid of social media, it's about being informed and empowered. By understanding these risks, we can make smarter choices, protect ourselves and others, and create a more positive and responsible online environment. So, the next slide is about the ethical dilemmas in the digital jungle. There are four examples that I picked here. First one is the like trap, the temptation of likes and validation. We all crave that little dopamine hit of a like or a positive comments. I mean, I believe that you will like it when someone hit the like button of your post or agree with your comments on X and validate the post you made. So imagine this. You post something a bit edgy, maybe even a little mean spirited, but it gets ton of attention. Suddenly, you're being popular, validated, but inside, you know it wasn't the right thing to do. Do you chase that fleeting feeling of online approval, even at the cost of being kind and respectful? This is like trap. It's about recognizing that real self-worth doesn't come from online numbers, but from acting with integrity, even when no one's watching. And the second one is privacy and oversharing. the privacy paradox. We live in a world of constant sharing. We post our vacation plans, our daily routines, even what we had for breakfast. But think about this. You're excited about your trip and post that you'll be away for a week. You've just told anyone with internet access that your house is empty. This is the privacy paradox. We want to share our lives, but we often forget the potential risk. It's about finding that balance between connection and security, understanding that what we post online can have real world consequences. And the third, fake faces, is the real harm of impersonating someone and having fake accounts. So imagine someone creates a fake profile pretending to be you. They're posting embarrassing things, spreading rumors, and damaging your reputation. It's a violation, right? But it happens. And sometimes we might be tempted to create a fake account to gossip or say things we wouldn't say openly. This is about recognizing that behind every online profile is a real person. Impersonation, whether it's pretending to be someone else or hiding behind a fake name to cause trouble, can have devastating effects. And the fourth one is the cancel culture crossroads. So someone makes a mistake online. Maybe they say something offensive. Immediately, the internet explodes. People are calling for them to be fired, shamed, canceled. While accountability is important, where's the line between justice and online mobbing? Is it always right to destroy someone's reputation over a single misstep? This is the cancel culture crossroads. It's about considering the consequences of our online judgments, remembering our online judgments, remembering that everyone makes mistakes, and that sometimes forgiveness and education are more powerful than condemnation. So, these examples are designed to be concise and relatable, prompting the audience to consider the ethical implications of their online actions. And for the sixth slide is the ethical guidelines, taming your social media presence. Before we talk about challenges, dilemmas, now let's get to the solutions. How do we actually tame our social media presence and navigate this digital jungle ethically? It's not about abandoning social media altogether, it's about using it responsibly, thoughtfully, and of course with integrity. These guidelines aren't just rules, they are tools to empower you to create a positive and authentic online experience. First and foremost, put it as the golden rule, think before you post. And on the picture is think before you click. Not only post, but click. When you open something, you have to think. Imagine your grandma, your teacher, a future employer, or even your future self seeing what you're about to share. Would you be comfortable with that? If not, hit delete. It's that simple. Think about the impact of your words and images. Is it kind? Is it respectful to others? Is it accurate? Is it something you'll be proud of tomorrow? We've all seen examples of posts that people regret later. Don't let that to be you. A moment of thought can save you a world of trouble. This also means avoiding impulsive reactions. If you're feeling angry or upset, step away from your phone. Don't let your emotions dictate your online actions. So give yourself time to cool down and think clearly before you post or share anything you might regret later. Okay, and the next one is respect others. This should be a no-brainer, but it's often forgotten in the of the moment. Treat everyone online with the same kindness and empathy you would in person. Think about how your words might make someone else feel. Cyberbullying is never okay, whether it's direct insults, spreading rumors, or just making someone feel excluded. Remember, there's a real person on the side of the screen. Put yourself in their shoes. Would you want it to be treated that way? And it's not just about what you post, it's also about what you don't post. It's also about what you like or what you share. Don't like or share hurtful content, even if it seems harmless. By doing so, you're contributing to the problem. And then, privacy is paramount. Think of your personal information as valuable treasure. Would you leave your wallet open on the street? Of course not. So why would you overshare personal details online? Be mindful of what you post, your address, your phone number, your school, even your vacation plans. Adjust your privacy settings on each platform to control who sees your information. And remember, even if you delete something, it might not truly be gone. Screenshots, cache pages, because internet has a long memory. So on the side of caution, if you're not sure about sharing something, just don't share about it. Fake news is a real problem. It's so easy for misinformation to spread like wildfire online. Before you share something, especially if it seems unbelievable, take a moment to verify the information. Check reputable sources. Don't just blindly repost something because it aligns with your beliefs. Be a responsible consumer of information. If you're not sure if something is true, it's better not to share it at all. You don't want to be part of the problem. So, finally, be authentic. Don't try to be someone you're not online. Present yourselves honestly and accurately. And remember, social media is not a substitute for real life connections. So take breaks, step away from your phone, engage in activities you enjoy offline, spend time with friends and family, nurture those real relationships. They're far more valuable than any online interactions. So these are your tools, your guidelines for navigating the digital jungle. Remember, Taming your social media presence is an ongoing process. It requires conscious effort and thoughtful decision making. But by following these guidelines, you can create a positive and authentic online presence that you can be proud of. So, building a positive digital footprint. Now we've talked about the potential pitfalls, but let's shift our focus to something incredibly important: building a positive digital footprint. Think of your online presence as a garden. You get to choose what you plant there. Do you want it to be filled with weeds and thorns, or do you want it to be a beautiful, thriving space that reflects the best part of you? Because your digital footprint is essentially a trail of data you leave behind online. Share your talents and interests. Share positive and uplifting content. It's made up of your post, comments, share, like, and even the website you visit. And in today's world, the footprint is powerful. Colleges, universities, potential employers, even scholarship committees, they're all looking at your online presence. They want to get a sense of who you are beyond your application or resume. So, how do you cultivate a positive digital footprint? It's not about being fake or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about authentically showcasing your talents, your interests, and your values. So, first, showcase your talents and interests. Are you passionate about photography? Share your best shots. Do you play music instrumental? Post a video of you performing. Are you a coding whiz? Share your project on GitHub. Social media is a fantastic platform to highlight your skills and connect with others who share your passions. Don't be afraid to let your light shine. Second, share positive and uplifting content. Instead of just complaining or gossiping, try sharing inspiring quotes, positive news stories, or messages of encouragement. Be the kind of person who spread positivity online. Think about the kind of content you appreciate seeing in your feed. Be that person to other. Third, engage in constructive conversations. Social media isn't just about broadcasting, it's about interacting. Leave a thoughtful comment, participate in discussions in a respectful and intelligent way. Even if you disagree with someone, you can still express your opinion politely and constructively. This shows that you're someone who can engage in meaningful dialogue. Fourth, be a role model for ethical online behavior. This means practicing everything we've talked about, thinking about before you post, respecting others, protecting your privacy, verifying informations. When you see someone else behaving unethically, don't be afraid to speak up. Be an upstander, not a bystander. By demonstrating ethical behavior, you can inspire others to do the same. And finally, remember that building a positive digital footprint is an ongoing process. It's not something you do once and then forget about. It requires consistent effort and mindful decision making. Think about what you want your online presence to say about you. What kind of person do you want to be online? By making conscious choices about what you post and how you interact with others, you can cultivate a digital footprint that you're proud of, one that reflects your best self and opens doors to future opportunities. So, we've covered a lot of ground today. We've talked about the allure of social media, the potential dangers, and most importantly, how to navigate the digital jungle ethically. Remember, social media is a powerful tool. It can connect us, inspire us, and empower us. But it's up to each of us to use it responsibly. By following the ethical guidelines we've discussed, you can tame your social media presence and create a positive impact online. So the next time you're about to post something, take a moment to think. Make sure navigating the digital jungle with wisdom, kindness, and integrity. So I believe that's all from me, and I'd love to hear from you. What questions do you have about social media ethics? What are some of the challenges you face online? Let's open it up for discussion.
Okay, thank you for Mr. Aldhany. Yeah. Okay, so before we close this weekend English talk, I want to ask you one question, Mr. Aldhany. Can I?
Yeah, sure, Faiz.
Okay, so uh, what are the negative effects of excessive internet use, especially on mental health and social interactions? How?
What are the negative effects?
Of excessive
Excessive.
internet use. Yes. And especially on mental health and the social interaction of that person that is using the excessive of internet use. Yeah.
Especially on the mental health.
Yes.
So, having time to spend on social media most of your time, it will increase how you perceive the world. You might see that everything shown on social media is true. You perceive it as that. It might increase your anxiety and depression. You see things as overwhelming, and you compare yourself to others. It's not a great thing to do. And then you have FOMO, fear of missing out. You see constant updates on the internet, social events, and you cannot join them. It's something that you shouldn't have if you don't see social media that much. I mean, you have your own life too, right? You can choose whatever as long as it's not following the social media. And then you might encounter cyberbullying, harassment, and sleep disruption. I mean, my friends have some problem about disruptions because they are scrolling Instagrams and TikToks before sleep. It's a habit that they already paved. It's already a habit. It's not a good thing to do, and that's why that is how the internet can affect mental health. I think.
Okay, thank you so much for Mr. Adani for answering my question. Okay. Thank you, Mr.
You're welcome.
Okay, maybe that's all. Thank you to Mr. Aldhany for sharing his valuable knowledge and material about the digital jungle and how to tame the social media presence. That was a very amazing speech. And also thank you for all of the people that watch this webinar. And hope this webinar today, hope this webinar today will helpful and motivate all of the people that watch this webinar. So thank you for all. Let's close our weekend English talk today with Alhamdulillah and doa kafaratul majlis. Alhamdulillah. Okay, I'm Nugroho. Thank you very much.
And I'm Faishal and Alkhairy. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Mr. Aldhany.
Bye. Thank you. My pleasure. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.